Good morning, friends. Lorianne here from Ink and Pen Adventures, and I wanted to share with you my project from yesterday that I created in order to solve my sticker storage problem, which maybe many of you have. As planners, we tend to have a lot of stickers, stamps, washi tape that we need to take with us or have available, and sometimes we just need a cool, cute place to put them. I had this traveler's notebook from Scarlet Lime that I got a couple months ago that was just sitting around, and I wasn't really sure what to do with it. It doesn't fit any of my notebooks, and I wasn't up for making inserts at the point. So I decided, when I was thinking about the need for sticker storage, and I think I saw someone's Instagram that they had done something similar, was that I was going to put one together with this really pretty Scarlet Lime traveler's notebook. So I'll stop snapping the elastic now. And here it is. So it's just sheet protectors and a traveler's notebook. I was pretty excited to figure out that it was easier to do than I thought. Part of that is because the first thing that I found, I'm going to need my piece of paper and I've lost it. Here it is that Staples makes bound sheet protectors. That's these babies right here. And I will pull them out so you can see them. So a bound edge right along here that makes it into a booklet, which, like I said, I knew they existed in the larger size, but I was just looking for regular ones and was going to bind them myself, so I didn't have to do that. This had a wider edge that I ended up trimming off because it got in the way of flipping it around. I did trim them down. They were 8.5 inches tall. I trimmed them down to just about 7.5, which is the size of this book is 6 by 7.5. And then I trimmed off this corner because if I didn't, they wouldn't lie flat and it would end up just getting destroyed as I tried to make it lie flat. So as you can see, that's what it would have looked like if I hadn't trimmed it off. And there it is, because I did trim it off. And this was the trim that came from the company. This is how it already was, so I just matched the top to that. Then I was looking for something else because I only could find one of these yesterday. I'm going to go to the other Staples in my town. And I happened into Michael's. Well, okay, I went to Michael's very specifically. And I found this really cute, although I'm not a big fan of unicorns as far as embellishments go, but this is a really cute one. A sticker storage album. So I'm not the only one apparently who needs sticker storage because Recollections has decided to make a whole book for it. So it is just plastic pages divided into two. And all I did was take those plastic pages, cut them out along the coil. I'll show you. It's really easy. Like this. And then I trimmed off this coil bound edge right next to the seam of the protector so that, as you can see there, so that it is not sticking out. Then, because it is the exact size of the traveler's notebook, but the elastics are a little shorter than the traveler's notebook, I just made two little cuts, one on either end, so that it looked like that. Can you see that? There it is. That and that. And I've already cut out a few pages, so I'm going to add those with that. Okay. And then slide them into the middle here. Now I have 10 pages of these, 5 in each section. This has 8, even though the package actually says it has 10. It really only has 8 pages in it, which is fine. 8 pages there, 10 and 10, so 20 pages there. And I'm going to get one more of these and put it in the back and have a, still won't be very thick, even though I realize it's not quite all full. But I have filled up these with many of the stickers that I use. and makes it really easy to find them. I really also like that these fit the Carpe Diem, the small version, because as you might be able to tell, I have quite a few of them, and I really like them, and I like being able to access them, but half the time I can't find them, and so I don't use them. So that's why there's still so many of them on these sheets, is because I actually can't find them most of the time, and I'm hoping that this system will help me figure that out a little bit better. Plus, there are still pockets in the back for some of those items that you may want to just stash along the way. I have included a couple of washi samples in here. One on cards, and then also some die cuts that I picked up along the way at PlannerCon, which was last weekend no, I guess it was the weekend before, in San Francisco. And if you don't know what PlannerCon is, check them out on their website, officialplannercon.com, also on Facebook. It's life-changing. So the only drawback to this is the height is not quite tall enough for all of the stickers that are out there, as I'm sure you may realize. Erin Condren, people that print for Erin Condren and some of Erin Condren's own stickers tend to be in this size, which is too big. But that's okay. You could trim it, you could, or just, I probably am going to keep them in my Amy Tangerine. Sweet Stamp Shop has some tall ones as well. I definitely could trim this along the center here, and I may do that to keep it in my book, but I also might just keep it in my Amy Tangerine, which is, when I say Amy Tangerine, I mean this. I believe it is called the planner pouch. And then the other size that doesn't seem to work is when someone does a half sheet or keeps the page the full width of the 8.5 by 11, and that is too tall. I definitely could trim off the edges, but I don't really want to do that. I tend to like to keep them whole, so I will also probably just keep them here in my Amy Tangerine. So along with my Sweet Stamp Shop, I'll put these back here. And the other Carpe Diem is also a little too tall. So the smaller version that I showed you, this is the larger version of the Carpe Diem. So, and these are the skinnier, smaller ones. So, that is my sticker storage. So I think it's going to work. Seems to work. It's going to get kind of full. I'm probably going to go through it and sort it through again and fill up with Theme It. In here I have tabs. I'm not sure I'm going to use these, but I may use tabs to divide it up so that things are really easy to find, and then I have no excuse not to use them on a regular basis. So that is my solution for sticker storage. If you have one that you've come up with that works well for you, or that you think you might want to share or offer suggestions on how to continue to make this process portable and easy to access, I'd appreciate it. Thanks for watching. If you are watching, as I said, this is my very first video of any sort in the planner world, and I'm thrilled you took the time. So thanks very much, and cheers.